All right, welcome back, everybody. Once again, of the Doc Bob Lee. Our next guest is the Bronx Leader. He's a leader, and he's with the Justice Committee, and he joins us to discuss their work. We welcome Riko Guzman to the show. Riko, welcome.
Peace, everybody. Thank you for having us.
Tell us about all this noise you're making out in our community.
First and foremost, I appreciate you having us there. Having a platform like this really makes a lot of difference in the movement that we are creating out there. The Justice Committee has been around for over 40 years. We've been doing this for a little while now. We're talking about we're talking about dealing with the battle of ending police violence and ending systemic racism
So
in New York.
Stirring things up, making some noise, just letting everybody know what's going on, right?
Yeah, I would like to say we've been doing so for a little while now.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more popular and popular as the time goes by.
So tell us more about the work. Tell us more about the great work you guys are doing.
Well, realistically, one of the great things about what we do is that the heart of our work is organizing and uplifting leaders from families who have lost loved ones from the police violence, because who better to advocate for these issues than those who are directly affected by them? We empower New Yorkers to do about 5 things. These 5 things are pretty simple, right? We empower New Yorkers to demand police accountability. 2, to reduce NYPD's power. 3, the budget and role in our daily lives. And most importantly, I think to build true community safety. And so that way we don't have to rely on law enforcement and criminalization in our communities. It is so important to recognize that. Our work varies. We have a bunch of different tactics. For example, we use direct action. We do cop watch. We do public education. We do campaigns around accountability, justice and systemic racism. And we also develop safety practices to decrease law enforcement.
So that means you develop safety practices. You're telling people what to do when approached by an officer, things of that nature.
Yeah, not only do we tell people what to do, but we also work with the communities to understand that, because these practices may look different in different places. So we provide a general infrastructure that one community can build upon in their area. Yeah.
So, for instance, in our neighborhoods in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, the 5 boroughs, those are like under the same police headquarters. So, what do you tell people then?
But policing may look different depending on the borough and depending on the section of the borough. Okay. For example, policing in Queens may focus a lot more on immigration and classification, right? Policing in the Bronx may look something different, like direct police violence or over usage of police authorization or authority. In Brooklyn, it may look like we were talking about, like using political figures to the police advantage to make things change in different ways that encompass on what a community looks like. So depending on where you're at and what section you're doing, it looks different.
Are you being helped by elected officials? Are they supporting some of the programs that you're doing?
That is interesting. There are some political figures that have worked with us in the past and currently work with us on particular campaigns.
Yeah. So what do you want people to know? I know things are different in different boroughs, but some of your main programs are trying to educate people and create the awareness, right?
Well, I think one thing it's important to know that demanding accountability from police is something that we should be doing the same way that we breathe our air on a regular basis. The same way you walk one step at a time, you should be aware that one of the things that you can do and should be always doing is demanding more from our police. That's first and foremost. 2, I think is with the identity of encompassing more of what community looks like to us. Somebody could tell you what community looks like to you or to them, but it's really important to embody what does it look like to us, those who are affected. Understand that there's organizations like Justice Committee that will help you if there's a hard time getting that together. Because right now, if you're not necessarily involved, you may be an armchair protester, or you may be somebody who's like, I want to get involved, but I'm not sure how to go about doing that. we will help you. We will help you organize. We will help you get your stuff together and realize that your vision of what you consider to be community and demanding justice and accountability will bring it to life. Constantly.
Is there a website where we can go to find out more of what you're putting up and what you're talking about?
Absolutely. You can always go to justicecommittee.org.
Justicecommittee.org.
Yes. Yep. So just to really quickly, right? It's Justice, JUSTICE, committee, COMMITTEE.org.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thank you so much. Nice talking to you, and good luck with everything. All right.
Thank you for having us and join the fight.
You got it. All right. Riko Guzman, Justice Committee. That's where he's from.
Power to the people. Let's do it.
You got it. Thank you for what you're doing. We'll take a break. I'll come back with a whole lot more next right here on Open.